Indoor smart bikes are insanely expensive. We're talking about $4,000, $5,000 or even $6,000. But this one, the Cycplus T7 costs less than a quarter of that. It looks sleek, modern, and promises everything that you will want in a smart bike. But does it actually deliver, or is it total garbage? I took the plunge, so let's find out. Hey my friends, I'm Leonard. I'm an indoor cycling enthusiast and I've been doing it for years. As an indoor cyclist, I want the best possible indoor cycling experience. And my answer to that is to ride a bike that's designed to be ridden indoors. My main trainer for the past 3 years has been the Stages SB20. It's rock solid but showing its age with failing parts and uncertainty surrounding the company that produces these bikes. I've been thinking about investing in the new trainer, and that's when I saw the T7 buried inside the Cycplus app. I was intrigued. There were barely any information in English, just scripts on the internet, but I bought it anyway. I bought it directly from the Cycplus store on Taobao. Paid about $1,550 including shipping. That's not only way cheaper than the Kicker Bike Shift at $4,300 or the Garmin Tex bike at $6,000. It's even cheaper than the Kicker V6 at $1,700. So in this price range, I think its most direct competitor would be the Zwift bike. Honestly, I wasn't convinced by it at all, and I think the T7 could be a great addition to this space. A good product begins before you even use it. The unboxing experience with the T7 impressed me. It's compact, packaging is sturdy with everything snugged in styrofoam. The assembly was easy with 4 screws. Pop on the handlebar and you're done. It's easier than assembling furniture from IKEA. I'm impressed. Aesthetics wise, I like it. It's compact when you compare it to the Stages bike. The matte black finish looks slick with orange highlights. However, some design choices are questionable. The arrow handlebar feels unnecessary. It's an actual bar, which means you need to install it like one. There must be an easier way to do this. Still, because I'm familiar with this process, it's very easy. This also opens up room for us to change or experiment with the stem length and the handlebar width. Adjustments are a breeze as well, just like the Stages bike. The seat and handlebar height can easily be adjusted with levers, but the handlebar reach needs an Allen key. Again, questionable. At least they gave it a magnetic storage. Clever, but seems like an afterthought. The crank also supports a huge range of lengths. This makes it really accessible to riders of all shapes and sizes. The shifters are from L2 and I really like what I see here. It looks good, feels good as well. Tactile feedback just like the Di2. Big win here if it works as smoothly as it looks. At this point, I do have concerns, and the first thing that came to mind was sweat. My Stages bike corroded even though it was built like a tank. The T7 has exposed screws right where sweat drips, loose seals, and a bottle cage mount under a sweat zone. Utility-wise, it's bare bones too. No built-in bottle holders, no device mount, no USB charging. So far, the T7 looks like it's designed to look nice and is willing to give up a lot of things to achieve that. From the tech specs, the T7 doesn't support direct connection to the internet via the Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi, which is a huge bummer. And at 28 kilos, I'm not sure how it will perform under big sprints. It's a non-issue if you're coming from a bike-on trainer, you're probably used to that. But the 65 kilo Stages SB20 felt like a proper machine when I get off the saddle. So how does it ride? Honestly, it's smooth. That's because the T7 uses something called the permanent magnet synchronous motor. Sounds fancy, but it's basically magnets and electricity coming together to create resistance. It's the same technology that my Magin T600 uses, and I love it there as well. On the T7, it feels responsive and quiet. The only sound that I could hear came from the carbon belt and the fan that's located somewhere below. Shifting is crisp and instant, and probably too instant. On downshifts, I will sometimes overspin for a split second, and I know that the Stages and Magin trainers tend to soften that a bit, but with the T7, it's instant. And I think this is something that can be fixed with a software update. Out of the box, the T7 reads about 2% lower than my Asiumas, and I've tested these pedals against multiple sources. It's consistent, so I trust them. Thankfully, you can adjust power with the Cycplus app. Confusing at first, but after a few rides, I managed to dial it down to less than 1% to my Asiumas, so it's all good. I've only done some light rides on the T7 because I'm still recovering from my knee surgery, but so far, it works perfectly. I've tried it on Zwift and my Whoosh, and I haven't seen any red flags. No drop-offs or connection issues, and the erg mode works fine as well. Shifting doesn't display on both my Whoosh and Zwift, which I think is another software gap that probably won't get fixed. Holding on to the shift button to drop multiple gears doesn't work as well, which is really frustrating. And these are just software issues, and it can be fixed if they want to. For the price, I think the T7 delivers a lot. It's accurate, smooth, and quiet. Shifting is crisp, and the form factor is really compact. It's refreshing to see a smart bike with all these features and doesn't cost a liver, but it's not perfect. I still have reservations on its sweat-proofing, missing utilities, no Ethernet or Wi-Fi connection, and some software quirks holding it back from being an absolute no-brainer to purchase. It's still early, but based on what I see so far, the T7 could really be a bang for buck for your money. My plan is to continue riding it as I recover. This will further test the bike as I put in longer hours, bigger power. If it holds up, I will be worried if I'm selling a smart bike for $6,000. And that's all I have today. Let me know what you want to see and subscribe if you want to see updates. I will continue to put the T7 through its paces and along with other really good Chinese cycling products that I've used so far. And till then, ride safe and I'll see you soon.